Hey guys, Danny the Medic here. Welcome to the Watch Hobby channel. Now today I'm going to talk about this here Apple Watch Ultra, which I have owned for several months, right? Now I know this watch has been out for a long time. I'm not going to say anything that isn't already out there, but I had this for a couple of months and I just want to tell you about how I feel about this compared to a modern quartz watch such as this Casio Duro or a classic automatic mechanical watch such as this Pagani design, with the rotating bezel. All right, so Apple Watch Ultra. I'm telling you guys, I love it. I love it a lot. Now, before I've purchased this watch, I have never ever owned an Apple Watch. This is because Apple Watches, they're all like sleek and, like fancy and stuff like that. And it wasn't rugged, like I have friends who have owned previous Apple Watches before they invented this one. And they will scratch, they will break, to me, I needed something rugged, durable. So I bought this watch because it advertises like sapphire crystal, and the way they make it, the edge of the metal comes up and it protects the crystal itself, which is very important to me. I hate watches with scratched crystals. You know what I mean? Maybe you do too, right? So this watch over here, I have to admit, after owning this, almost all my other watches became obsolete. Right? This does so much. So much. I have it set that when I look at it, let me see, just like bring it up. I bring it up, I see how much power it has left. Right? This is the screen over here, right? It got how much power it has left, which is like I have a couple of power reserve watches that when you wind it and etc., the dial gives you how much power it got left. So it has a power reserve. It got a 3-hand time, a date, right? On the bottom, it has the weather, mostly cloudy, 55 degrees, right? You have no idea how many times a day I wonder, what's the weather? And I have to say to the little machine that I don't want to say it and activate the one that you have at home. But I'll say the name and what is the weather. And it takes about like 7 seconds for her to finish saying it, Well, with this, I just take one look and say, oh, okay, I need a jacket. I don't need a jacket, Like there are watches out there that are, I don't know, millions of dollars. It won't do that for you. You know what I mean? Like Patek Philippe, whatever. They don't do that. They just tell you the time and the day, and that's it, Or maybe you get a chronograph or something like that. But this does so much. The other time, one of the first times I wore this I was in Vegas, right? Actually, did I buy this in Las Vegas? I think I did. I did. I bought this at the Caesars Forum Apple store in Las Vegas, right? Now, I wore this into the Las Vegas hot tub. You know how like in your room they got like the big sunken thing? So I sat in it and I knew this was water resistant. So I put it underneath the water and it told me how deep into the water it was. And then it told me the temperature of the water. I didn't even ask for it. I didn't even want to know about it. I just looked at it and said, oh my God. It's telling me that. For what reason, right? And then I remember I was at the Aria. I was playing blackjack. It wasn't going too well. And then the watch went off. And it tells me that I was having an elevated heart rate. All right. No other watch I have does this, okay? I'm amazed. I am so amazed. And anyway, so there are downsides to this, right? Number one, it doesn't last too long, couple of days, and I have to recharge it. So it's kind of like if I were to take off a classic watch and I leave it there, and then I'd be like, oh, it's out of power, right? So that's one of the small downsides of it. And like this here will last years, I believe, worth of battery. The time will always be there, but it doesn't, do anywhere near as much as this does. I don't use it. I mean, like, I do have it set that if I get a text, it duplicates on here, So it's just so good, guys. So good. I find myself that this is such a great watch. It fits well. This particular strap style, I don't know what it's called, but I chose this because it's Velcro, right? Which means it has an infinite amount of adjustability. You want it ever so slightly, like smaller or larger, you can, right? Over here, this NATO strap has a predetermined hole, so it's like, you have to make more holes in it, like I have done, to get that precise fit. Things like this, micro adjust, you're dependent on that, but this is so good, guys. So good. Loving the Apple Watch Ultra, right? Now, a lot of people were saying like, oh, it's so expensive. You can get like the Apple Watch SE and all that. I'm like, no, none of those have the physical features that matters to me. Sapphire, crystal, raised bezel. Like, what is the point of buying something cheaper only to have it be scratched or dented and broken and things like that? I'm loving this so much. All right, so no regrets. What was it, like $900? Pennies, guys. $900 are pennies in the watch world. You're talking watches being sold that does so little for like $40,000. Like, you kidding me? This is awesome. Does so much, and traditionally in the watch world, right? What makes a watch special is what it can do. There are watches out there for like $100,000 or whatever, and it got the thing that goes ding, 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 ding. Ridiculous, like perpetual calendar. You'll never have to adjust the date on it for hundreds of years or whatever. I'm just like, this does million times more stuff than those watches. I mean, like this. I'm surprised this has not already killed the entire watch industry. So the one last thing I'm going to say about this Apple Watch Ultra is that the charger it came with, at the very end of it, two ends. One got a circle, the other end has the USB, right? This one came with a USB-C. Very modern. I'm not very modern, so I don't have a lot of USB-C. So I bought this little adapter, right? USB-C on one side, regular USB on the other side. Works terrific. Does it charge as fast? Maybe not, but don't need it to charge that fast, because when I go to sleep, I'll just attach it, wake up fully charged. All right. Thank you for joining me here at Watch Hobby with Danny the Medic. Have a good, right. Meet Laura Perchman, my boom operator. Yeah, she volunteers. I don't have to pay her a dime. I guess I can call her an intern. You good there, Laura? Your arm's not tired yet? What do you mean? You can't quit. The channel's is just getting started. You're gonna be famous one day, Laura. You'll see. You know what, man? Young people nowadays, they want instant this, instant that. Guess what? Everybody's a winner where you're from, ain't it? Ain't it?